Despacito.
What's up, everybody? We are back again for another episode. You know what the fuck it is. It is Queen motherfucking Sharon and Jameer here with Gag On It with Queen Sharon and Jameer. Of course, I am Queen Sharon, queen of the Messy Report. I cover the mess so you don't have to stress.
All right, and it's your boy Jameer, Mr. Ask the Culture Turns. We in here, and I'm here with the Queen. Can't wait to get into it.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's start off by thanking you guys for viewing and watching us. You guys make sure that you click, like, subscribe, share. But we're going to go ahead and get into the first topic, okay? So, first topic that we have is, let me see if I can pronounce this nigga's name right. And if I don't, I really don't give a fuck because he's on my shit list. Let's go ahead and put him up on the screen, Raekwon. Let's put this nigga up on, this filthy nigga up on the screen. Some people just deserve to be called a filthy nigga.
We're addressing the mess, right? We're addressing the mess first.
Yes. We're addressing the mess, you guys. So we're addressing the mess right now. I know that you guys were waiting and was tuning in for the episode that we would have a conversation with Zaydon, who is one of our trolls that likes to watch us and comment on us. However, that conversation will not be happening, and we will explain and get into it very quickly because we're not going to give him very much of our time. Can we put this hot ass mess back up on the screen again, Raekwon? Can we just show everybody who the fuck we're talking? Yes, this nigga right here. This nigga right here. This fuck ass nigga right here. Filthy fuck ass nigga. So, Raekwon, let's go ahead and put the message up. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So our production reached out to Zaydon's production, and we will get a little bit more into that. And this is what we told Zaydon. We said, hello, Zaydon. This is Raekwon, the producer for Gag On It. We sent an email for you about hashing out your issues with Queen Sharon and Jameer and didn't receive any response back from you about coming to have a conversation with our host. And this is what Zaydon responded back. He said, unfortunately, my management doesn't think your show is a good fit with my brand. The show is low budget, low views, low subscribers, low creativity, and down low hosts and low down trifling queens. Get your subscribers up and views and consistency, and maybe in the future we can talk about me appearing on your platform. But until then, thanks but no thank you. TF Zaydon. Now, I think the TF stands for the fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Now,
I think that.
The fuck? Because, so let me explain something to you. This queen, okay, now I am a queen, but this nigga that is a queen had some demands. And those demands was that, what was it, Jameer? He wanted to have a copy of the episode an hour after we recorded the show. Mm-hmm.
He also wanted us to interview him, which we explained it was a conversation, not an interview.
Right.
And he wanted time to talk, which we would have gave him everything except for, the episode, because that nigga would leak our shit.
Right. There was no way we were going to film one episode and then give you the episode an hour after so that you could then leak it, put whatever you wanted to put on it, whatever. And we hadn't even put out the show yet. That wasn't going to fucking happen. 2, nigga, interview what? There's nothing to fucking interview. You were addressing us and keeping us in your motherfucking nasty ass, grimy ass fucking mouth. So we were giving you an opportunity to have a conversation, okay? To explain why the fuck we were in your mouth. Why my clit was in your mouth. Why Jameer's dick was in your mouth. You pussy ass hoe. But if we go back to the first episode, you guys, please go back and watch the first episode when I said I do not think he will do it because he is pussy. Now, after that, we did get comments from Zaydon And those are also in the comments. You can go back and look at those as well on the first episode of him saying for us to invite him on the show, that he wanted to come on the show. And so that is what we did, trying to give him an opportunity. Now I'm going to wait and hold on a little bit more on some more commentary and let Jameer get some more into it, because he has some more details on what we like to call as fraud alert. Bitch, fraud alert. But I'm going to let Jameer get into that, and then we'll keep going. Go ahead, Jameer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Queen. Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to start exactly. No, you good. You good. I feel you. Just when you gotta say it, let it out. So the first thing I want to start with is, ever since we met this troll has been talking about how he's been signed to this record label called Sprout Records. And I decided that I had time last night after I got off my job to do some research on this, you know. So when I researched Sprout Records, the first thing, Sprout Records don't have a website, don't have an Instagram, don't have a Facebook, nothing. All right, so any business or a record label is going to have something where you could contact them at, you know. So I want to start by saying that Sprout Records is a fraud record label. It's a column of people talking about they were being scammed, and they charge you $8.99 per month, and they claim to be affiliated with Universal Music Group, which is a lie. And they don't, again, have any actual, you know, website. No traces of them is on Facebook. So the fact that this nigga is talking about something, he has a management team. And Raekwon, could you pull up the picture of his management team, please? Pull up the picture for me. There we go. Here's his manager, okay? This nigga manager is obviously Casper the fucking Ghost. And he obviously must be signed to Delusional Records, because this nigga is fucking delusional. My nigga, you've been talking about a Sprout Records ever since we all were on Gag On with Jason Lee show. And my nigga, we haven't heard one album, one single, one nothing. So my nigga, quit it with the dramatics. Quit it. Next, he want to talk a lot about our views and subscribers. Well, guess what? We are a new show, as Queen Sharon stated. This is our 3rd episode, and we believe in a slow burn to the top as opposed to faking it to the top, you know. So if you pull up Raekwon, his amount of subscribers says that he has 1.26k subscribers. Now I know that you can actually buy subscribers, and his views on his videos, if Raekwon can show the little screenshot of it, if you can see it on there, it's like, you know, 18 views here, 9 views there, 38 there, and all those videos got least views than our first episode and our 2nd episode. So for him to sit there and say that we have low views and low subscriptions, my nigga, your views don't even match your subscribers. So what we really talk about, cuz like you over there spending money on subscribers instead of actually putting in the work like we're doing over here. So quit it. And the last thing I want to say about this nigga, I just want to say that this nigga ain't nothing but a motherfucking copy and paste version of this nigga on the screen. Can you put the nigga up on the screen, Raekwon? This nigga right here, Andrew Caldwell. I figured it out that this is the person, that Zaydan is trying to imitate. It's Andrew motherfucking Caldwell. Can you put up another picture, Raekwon? A picture of Zaydan and then Andrew Caldwell, so they can actually see the resemblance. This nigga ain't got no fucking originality. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you ain't original. The thing that still get me, Queen, I know we were talking about this. This nigga got on a fucking hoodie in his motherfucking room. And the last thing, Queen, he did not want to cam up when it came to being on our show. And we made it very clear that we're not having a conversation with a ghost like his motherfucking manager. If you're going to come and talk to us, you're going to talk to us directly, because you're always having our name in your mouth, always talking shit. And we want to give you a chance to address it. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. Before you ever think you're going to check me, I'm going to be the one to check you, my nigga. Checkmate. The fuck?
Okay, period. Now let me follow up with this. Let me tell you something. This is what I can't stand about pussy ass, scary ass hoes. Now you bring up a situation, okay, and you are literally a clout chaser. You did something so that we could have your name in our mouths. Little did you know that, nigga, it was a conversation, but your name wasn't in our mouth to where we was trying to sit there and give you press. We wasn't sitting there and bigging up anything that you're doing, because you're not doing shit, Zaydan. You're not doing a motherfucking thing. Nigga, you're not an actress. Bitch, you not doing nothing. If anything, you could do a fucking commercial for Rogaine. That's the only and the only motherfucking thing that you can do. Bitch, you not a singer. I challenge you right now, Zaydon. I challenge you right fucking now. You sing a song, and nigga, I'll sing a song. Okay? You sing a song, I'll sing a song. And then let's see where the fucking talent resides. Okay? Because see, you want to sit there and come over here and talk about our talent and our production, and we actually do have production. Raekwon, can you pop up on the screen and just wave to these niggas for a minute? Just give them a wave, Raekwon. There's the wave. There's the wave. Now you can see that he's not motherfucking imaginary, bitch. He's not imaginary, but you're imaginary, okay? The fact that you think that you a singer, imaginary. The fact that you think that you have management, imaginary. The fact that you think that you have hair follicles at the top of your head, imaginary. Bitch, okay? I don't want to see what your dick look like because you act like a motherfucking pussy. So, now the offer has been rescinded. I don't even know if I fucking said that right. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You not coming on this goddamn show. You're not coming on this show. We're not fucking giving you even a conversation. So you can go ahead and take your hot ass hoodies, sweat it out, Zaydon. Go ahead and put us on your show and clap back and do whatever the fuck you gonna do. But your spotlight and your little 15 minutes that you had over here is over. And keep on watching, because we're going to keep on climbing. We're going to keep on doing what the fuck that we need to do and what we got to do. Nigga, how is it we 3 motherfucking episodes in, bitch, and got more motherfucking views than you? Bitch, on the first motherfucking episode, have more subscribers. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. And then you buy your subscribers? Nigga, that's like buying an empty box of motherfucking cereal. Bitch, it looks appealing. But bitch, what fucking purpose does it serve? Nothing. It for looks. Bitch, you a dumb ass, silly ass, fake ass bitch, Zaydon. And now I see why you got embarrassed by Jason. And now I see why they call you a stalker. Oh yeah, we ain't bring up the fact that you was stalking people, bitch. We got receipts on that.
Exactly.
Bitch, this could have been turned into an episode of the first 48. Nigga.
Fuck you talking
now,
about?
I almost said something really, huh?
I'm sorry. I about to call him an oatmeal cream pie head bitch. But sorry.
Okay, exactly. Now I'm about to tell you what you could do with them Christmas lights that you had hanging around your neck. But I won't. And on that note, we can continue with the show. Now, let's get into the next topic. Speaking of dirty motherfuckers, after getting off of that topic, let me see if I can pronounce this nigga's name. Giovanni Quintella. Becerra. Whatever the fuck that is. That's his name.
You got it.
He was arrested on a suspicion of rape after being secretly recorded sticking his dick in her mouth. The footage shows the woman unconsciously lying on the bed as the surgical team begins the C-section. Soon after, Dr. Giovanni pulls his dick out and puts it in the woman's mouth on the other side of the surgical sheet, which continued for approximately 10 minutes. Nigga, this is a picture of the doctor. Now picture this. You go to school, you get your degree, you're making money. This nigga is an anesthesiologist, so he's making good money. And bitch, you do all that shit just to stick your dick in a bitch's mouth and go to motherfucking jail. Let's show the clips of him going to jail, please. In his scrubs. And then they said, no, nigga, you don't even get to go in your scrubs. Take that shit off. This nigga had to go in his motherfucking boxers and t-shirt. They said you don't even get to appear like you a motherfucking doctor. Now you want to sit there and stick your dick in other people's mouth while they unconscious. And now, bitch, you finna get all types of dick stuck in your mouth while you conscious. Bitch, because they gonna stuff you like a motherfucking envelope, bitch. Just boop, 1, next, boop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bitch, and you're gonna be conscious for all of it. I cannot imagine how that mother felt because one, he could have killed her. I have had 3 C-sections. And when you have C-sections, you are still awake. You are not unconscious. So for her to have been unconscious, he had to heavily sedate her, which it means, again, you abused your power. You heavily sedated her. The woman is getting cut open, and something that is supposed to be such a beautiful moment for a woman She now has to think back on the day that she gave birth to her beautiful child was also the day that she was sexually assaulted. That is horrible. That is disgusting. And then it says, when it's describing everything, that he was arrested on a suspicion of rape. Bitch, that ain't suspicion. His dick was in her mouth. The fuck you mean? Now, if that was a black man, it would have been like that nigga dicked her down while she was unconscious. No, we gonna call it what it is. That nigga raped her. Completely unacceptable. Throw him under the fucking jail. There is no way in hell this nigga should be getting out of jail. So we're gonna follow this fucking case and find out what the fuck happens to him. Because ain't no slap on the wrist for no shit like that. And to the bitch that he stuck his dick in her mouth, girl, get your motherfucking money. Get your money. Get your money. Go ahead, Jameer. Take it away. Take it away.
I'm with you, Queen. Definitely. So, number one, yes, I definitely do agree with you. Number one, list. It goes to show that, like you said, this man obviously went to school for a long amount of years to become a doctor, to become the job he is. Just for him to throw it all away for this type of shit. Now, it's two things right here. Number one, if you wanted to get some head or whatever the case may be, I know that there's a lot of doctors, nurses who mess around within the workplace. You could have messed with someone in your job, or you could have paid for it outside on the streets if you really wanted something. But you took complete advantage of this woman who's getting a C-section. As Queen Sharon stated, a lot of women are getting cut open. You know, they're, you know, praying for the safe approach, not the safe approach, for the safe arrival of their baby and everything. And then you go around and do some shit like this. And another thing that got me about this was the fact that he felt so comfortable doing it with people in the room. Like, it was literally a sheet blocking him from the other workers, and the other workers had suspected this for a while, but they needed proof. And this nigga must have been like a top doctor in the hospital, because it's sad, because they had to put up a fake, not a fake video. They had to put up a phone recording him to get proof. So it's sad that someone actually had to get assaulted for this to become the evidence that they needed. And on top of that, there has been 6 more women who came out saying that the same thing happened to them. So now this poses a bigger question that, number one, are women protected anywhere? Should women feel comfortable with a man doctor going forward? Because I don't want to say that that one man doctor is a representation of all men, because he's not. But he's the representation of a boy who is the age of a man. And when I say that, no real man would do no shit like that. The fact that he did that, that's so motherfucking disrespectful. Right. And I just don't understand. Even, and this is the last thing I want to say, when it comes to things like that, Queen, maybe you can answer this better. When you're having C-sections or giving birth, isn't there normally, or can there normally be a family member in the room? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what happened with that. But to me, this whole situation is sick. I'm disgusted.
Right. Well, usually it can be one person when you're giving a C-section, but everybody is, you know, it doesn't have that. Some people don't have that luxury. You got to think about it. You know, my husband was in the military for a while. Sometimes you give birth. He was going to miss the birth of our 3rd child, but his deployment got canceled. So I would have been given birth by myself. There's a lot of military wives that have to give birth to their children by themselves, and they're away from home. You know, you're in the military, you move around. So there's not somebody that can be in the room with you, because you're not in the same place with your mom, your dad, your sister. So sometimes you have to do that by yourself. And I think that, you know, I think that this right here was an abuse of power. And I think that this is a problem that a lot of people have when you have that power and you think that you have control over somebody. Because here's a man that had a good life. You have a life that people are struggling to get. You're making good money. You're a doctor. You went to school. You got your degree. Like, you doing your big one. But instead, nigga, you did your big one in somebody's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Completely unacceptable. And I would also like to know the 6 women that came out afterwards. How did y'all come out afterward? Look, us as women need to get it together. If a nigga is sticking his dick in your mouth while you were getting a C-section, do not wait for another woman to come out for you to sit there and speak out about something. We need to start speaking out about this shit when it happens, because then you speaking out could have probably saved the other 5 that got assaulted. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they finally came out with it. But when it happened, if you knew that it happened, something was like that, then come out with it. I just hope this nigga gets thrown underneath the jail. And I hope they ass fuck him every goddamn day and they mouth fuck him every goddamn day. And he just becomes the booty bandit.
Mm-hmm. He'll be there, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Or they become the booty bandit taking his booty. But that's all I have on that topic. I mean, just disgusting. We're gonna keep following this, you guys, and let you know what's gonna happen with his sentencing, what's happening when he's in jail. But you know how it is in jail, and I don't wish no bad on nobody, but they don't like motherfucking rapists. And it's crazy because it's all types of people in jail, but goddamn, they got a code too. And they don't like rapists. They don't like rapists. They don't like rapists. They don't like niggas that beat women. So
they're the bottom of the totem pole in the jail. It's like dumb niggas is worse than the murderers, because some murders could be justified, but when you're a rapist, that can't be justified. Sexual assault can't be justified at all.
Right. So Dr. Giovanni Quintella Becerra, we'll follow up on it. That's all for that topic.
Yeah. All right, so Queen, I'll bring us into the next topic. So I wanted to talk about a rapper by the name of Kevin Gates. All right, so you can just give us the pictures of Kevin Gates, Raekwon, while I read this. So Kevin Gates has admitted to sleeping with his cousin and continuing to do so even after they found out they were related. In an interview with Young Miami for the Carisha Please podcast, she asked him point blank, "Did you really fuck your cousin?" He recalled his grandmother pulling him aside 3 months into their relationship and telling him, "Baby, that's your cousin." But Kevin Gates evidently didn't care and continued dating the woman for 3 years, adding, and this is what he said, "I ain't about to stop. I'm fucking the shit out of her. Come to find out, she my cousin. You heard me? Shit, the pussy good. I ain't grow up with you knowing you was my people." Now, I want to pose a bigger question. And Raekwon, you can pull up the pictures. Even though this is someone he found out was his cousin, because it's considered incest, like you see on the screen, that's like, Meg and Chris from Family Guy, And what's the other picture we got, Raekwon? We got Bart and Lisa Simpson right there. If you already fucked your cousin, is it already too late? And should you continue to fuck your cousin? I want to pass that right over to you, Queen, and then I will definitely comment after that.
Kevin Gates, you are a cousin fucker, nigga. No, look, it don't matter. If you fucking your cousin and then you find out it's your cousin, nigga, abort. What the fuck are you doing? And let me tell y'all, this hurts me to my soul, because Kevin Gates was my nigga. He was my nigga. You know why? Because I love a man that is open about eating pussy. And goddamn, Kevin Gates would sit there and talk about goddamn juicy ass pussy and eating it like a peach and slurping it up. And I was like, yeah, nigga. A real nigga. No, real niggas don't fuck their cousins. I mean, goddamn, Kevin Gates, you can have so much pussy. Nigga, fuck me. You can have so much pussy, nigga, and you fucking your cousin? Your cousin? And then look at this dumb bitch just smiling in the motherfucking picture. Put the goddamn picture up, Raekwon. She just smiling. I'm fucking my cousin, but I don't care. He's Kevin Gates. You dumb bitch. And then when your goddamn kids come out looking like motherfucking Cyclops and shit like that, and you're wondering why, it's because you fucked your cousin. Nigga, I can't even look at you the same. I can't even look at you and think about you eating pussy. Nigga, I used to just, your songs used to come up and just, wet. Now nothing. You get nothing. God damn, Kevin Gates. The fuck? Damn, you disappointed me, nigga. No, Jameer, it's not okay. I don't give a fuck. You was fucking that hoe. You found out that was your motherfucking cousin. And nigga, you fucked up because your goddamn granny. Everybody know when the goddamn elders speak out, bitch, you listen. Your motherfucking grandmother tried to tell you, bitch, that was your motherfucking cousin, and you didn't want to listen. Talking about some the pussy good as hell. Woo! Jameer, take it away. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
I got you. All right, so I have two thoughts on this, and hear me out with this. So I feel like, and then so you brought up a very interesting topic. I do feel like once you find out your cousin, you should, take that into consideration and figure out how you can move past what you already done, because you can't unfuck your cousin, but you can choose to move forward and be like, you know what, now that I know we cousins, we ain't fucking. But let me dig deeper into the mindset of some niggas or some people in general. Some people feel as though, okay, if I didn't grow up with you, whereas if you're like my third, fourth, fifth cousin down the line, and you're not like my mom's sister's daughter or my uncle's daughter, then some people find that as an exception. I'm not saying I'm people, but I know people that actually finds an exception for that. Some people don't give a fuck if they cousins by marriage nowadays. And I do think that sometimes, you're right, Queen Sharon, sometimes our grandmamas do say stuff, but then I have my grandmama say a lot of times, this person, my cousin, this person, my cousin. Whereas to the point, I think within my home city, I can't date no fucking body, because let her tell it, I'm related to the whole motherfucking city. So I do feel like sometimes there are those play cousins that probably was our grandmom's or our mom's best friend, and then we just naturally became close to their kids, but we're not really family. So I feel like, I'm gonna give Kevin Gates a little leeway here, because he did say that he did not grow up with her. He had no recognition of this lady at all. So to him, she's literally a complete stranger. It's almost like saying your fifth cousin. That's almost not really your cousin. Like, yeah, you're related somewhere in the bloodline, but that's not really your cousin. You know what I say, cousin, Queen Sharon, like cousin, the cousin you grew up with, the cousin you was at grandma's house sleeping on the floor with, like that type of cousin, And if it was a cousin, they never specified what type of cousin it was. Let's say it was a cousin by marriage, or it was her best friend's TT's daughter, and then they just happen to grow up together. Sometimes grandmamas be lying too, and they don't lie intentionally, but they say people are our family when they're not really our family. They are our play family. So I'm gonna give him a little leeway because he did not grow up with this particular girl. However, once he found out it was his cousin, I wouldn't continue to say things like, "Oh, that pussy bomb, that bomb pussy." I can't unfuck you, like I said. So what I'm going to do is remember the time we had and try to move on from it, because I don't want to bring kids into the situation and we have some baby kids that's more on the baby side as opposed to.
I think that's the problem that I have. Like, if it's blood and it's second, third cousin, to me, that don't matter, because you're fucking up. Because if you have kids and you got the same blood and you're fucking each other, nigga, your kids gonna come out looking like goddamn Pee-wee and motherfucking Cyclops. It's gonna happen. It's what the fuck is gonna happen. I don't care what nobody say. Or they're gonna have
by marriage.
Huh?
What if it's by marriage?
No, if it's by marriage, I think that's a little bit different. Because that's not fair. Like, the person, whoever married whoever got to marry that person, and then you got to marry who you love. I may be in love with this person, and I can't marry him because you married such as. I think by marriage that doesn't count. To me, I don't think by marriage that counts. I also don't think play cousins. I don't know. It's such a touchy subject. I just think that if you're blood and you got the same blood in your veins, whether if it's 2, 3 down the line, you can't fuck them. And I also think, yes, he may have grown up and didn't know that she was his cousin. But come on, Jameer, it's fucking Kevin Gates. This nigga has traveled all around the fucking world. So he can get pussy anywhere. It ain't like a normal person that is stuck in their hometown and they fucking people they grew up with. No, this nigga goes every fucking where. Every fucking where. And nigga, you still ended up fucking your cousin?
I'm with you. So much pussy that's getting thrown at him that you ain't even got to fuck not the bitches, sorry. You ain't got to fuck the woman within your perimeter. You can get a nasty pussy.
Right.
So, for sure ain't your cousin.
Right.
Feel me? Queen Sharon over here. Like, listen.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And they say, you know what I'm saying, thick girl, big girl pussy is the best pussy. Like, if I'm lying, I'm flying. So Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to try something out new, sweetheart, oh, I could have, nigga. That song Power, oh nigga. I could have showed you what the fuck was up. But no, now I can't even fuck with you. Now I can't even show you how thick girls get down. Because bitch, you wanted to sit there and fuck your cousin. Beautiful girl. But whatever your name is, cousin fucker, you a dumb hoe. You a dumb hoe. And you still ain't gonna get no Kevin Gates money. You just gonna be known as the girl that fucked her cousin. But you know, anywho. Moving on to the next topic. We have Orlando Brown. Okay, because I keep wanting to say Orlando Bloom. Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown. Hold on one second, you guys.
Hold on. Pull up the pictures of Orlando Brown. Raekwon. The pictures of Orlando Brown. I guess you could explain the story. I don't know. You must well explain it.
Hold on one second. Yes, production. When you actually have a real production team, sometimes things go a little Raekwon. Sometimes when you have a little bit of a production team, you know what I'm saying? When you have a real production team, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. And you know what I'm saying? You got to put in them long hours. You know what I'm saying? It may get a little bit late. Raekwon! And you know what I'm saying? You may just have to, you know what I'm saying? You have some issues sometimes. But it's okay. Look, we roll with it. We roll with the flow. Raekwon, you there?
Do you have the pictures of Orlando Brown? Oh, I gotta come. There you go. Damn, nigga. Had the bag for that shit.
Hold on. Raekwon, can we get it put back up, please? Can we get that picture put back up on the front? Okay, so now here we have Orlando Brown, you guys. Now you might remember him on the picture that's on the far left. He started out cute kid. He was the foster child on Family Matters, where Carl Winslow, aka Zayden, played the dad. You know, he was the foster kid. Then he kind of moved up. He was a cute teenager. He played in That's So Raven. And then we get to the last picture where he's on drugs and apparently likes dick. We're going to get into that. So anyway, this former actor, so this former That's So Raven star Orlando Brown recently sat down for the interview claiming that Bow Wow had some bomb ass pussy. These are his exact words. I ain't got a problem with Lil Bow Wow. Lil Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy. He also claimed in the past that Nick Cannon has given him oral sex before.
What are your thoughts on that, Queen? Where you want me to go?
Now, this ain't the first time that we done heard about Lil Bow Wow. This ain't the first time we done heard about Nick Cannon. Allegedly. Okay. Can we put the picture up of Bow Wow? Let's put the picture up of Bow Wow. This is what he's claiming, guys. This is Bow Wow on the left, okay? And this is Bowina on the right, okay?
Bowisha.
So yes, we got Bow Wow, we got Bowisha, okay? So he's claiming that Bow Wow has some bomb ass pussy. Did we have a response from Bow Wow, Jameer?
Yes, we do. So I'm going to say the response from Bow Wow. Okay. Yeah. So this is what Bow Wow said, or Bowisha. He said, "Since when legends got to speak on fuckery?" Bow Wow tweeted out in a series of since deleted tweets, "I'm filming my new TV show as we speak and preparing for a sold-out show at the O2 Arena for the Millennium Tour in London. I'm a 35-year-old father. I don't play them type of games. You don't know this Bow you talking to right now. I am a boy, Damon." And the sad part is, this guy was actually legendary. It's sad what happened to him. That's Bow Wow's statement.
So did he actually deny though that
He
about the
more
farmer?
so deflected. In my opinion, I feel like he
Mhm.
more so deflected from the situation and try to talk about reasons why. Because at first he wasn't responding, and then people was on
Mhm.
Twitter was like, "I know you ain't gonna let Brown get away with the shit he said." And then that's when he came out with this tweet. So he never said, "I never fuck," or I don't know what he's talking about. He just
Mhm.
deflected and talking, flashing what he doing.
Now, you guys, and this is allegedly, but in Hollywood, apparently there are a lot of, DL download celebrities. It can't be the select few that's came out. It's got to be more than that. We've heard stories. Now, I'm not saying that Bow Wow is down low, but what I am saying is that we don't know. It's allegedly. Orlando Brown, we also know, has a drug problem, a serious drug problem. I would like to believe that Bow Wow hasn't done anything with him. But you just never know these days. You have no idea. I mean, I saw a video where these, straight dudes were going to the barbershop and was getting their dick sucked at the same time by other dudes. You never know. You just never know what's going to happen. So, or what's happening or what's going on. So I don't know, what's going on. I think that it's sad, but I don't know. With Nick Cannon, we've heard this before with Nick Cannon too. We've heard, the rumors and stuff like that. And, Orlando Brown may be cracked out of his mind. He may have, but it may be certain events that maybe made him cracked out. I know that what's the guy's name? Raz B that was
Mm-hmm.
going through what he was going through in B2K, and we didn't think that that was going on. So who knows, you guys? Who knows? If it is, it's a very sad situation. I'm actually a fan of Little Bow Wow's. I would like to, or Shay Moss. That's his real name. I don't know if Shay was really a good name to have in this situation, but Bow Wow, Shay, we wish you the best on your new show. Um, if you are, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing against you. Just don't keep your dick away from Orlando Brown because he's gonna tell on you. He's gonna say your secrets. And Nick Cannon, the same for you. I don't know if that's the reason why you have so many kids because you keep trying and trying and trying, and trying to convince yourself that pussy is what you want, but it's not hitting like you want it to. I don't know. This is all allegedly, guys. So, Jameer, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
So I'm
Because Bow Wow won't
right
beat me
there.
up at this time. What are your thoughts?
Exactly. I'm right there with you. So so I want to start with Orlando Brown. And the thing that get me with this statement and even with him as an actor, I do know that he started out as a child actor, like Bob I was a child star. So I do know that they did come up around the same time. A lot of people do want to blame the drugs, and maybe the drugs can cause some type of delusion, and then maybe the drugs can reveal some type of truth, because I almost feel like alcohol is liquid courage. So maybe the drugs that he's doing is like cocaine courage, where it's
Mhm.
making you blurt out things you probably would have otherwise took to your grave. So I do think that this is a bigger conversation on like the whole mental health aspect of it. Because again, the thing, and then also to bring up the whole the Nick Cannon thing and everything, because he made these type of accusations against Nick Cannon and Bow Wow, and then recently, not to a lot of this, like Queen Sharon said, is allegedly. Kel Mitchell's wife from Kenan and Kel recently came out and said some questionable things about Nick Cannon. She alleges that she came home one day and that Nick Cannon was wearing her cheerleading outfit and doing cheers for him in bed to cheer him up, and this is Kel Mitchell's ex-wife. And I know Kel just went through a whole spiritual awakening where he left the industry. He had to get baptized and all of that. And again, this is all alleged. I'm not saying anything happened, but I do feel like a lot of these childhood stars, child actors or whatever, I do feel like there was a lot of trauma put on them at one point. And I do feel like there were things that was maybe done to them that was maybe outside of their will. So let's say that Orlando Brown, and this did happen with the whole Bow Wow situation. Maybe they were kids, maybe they were experimenting, maybe they're like, "Ooh, I don't like this." Maybe Bow Wow didn't like it, and he went on to fuck with women. And Orlando Brown, this has been something that probably led him to drugs or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't want to discount Orlando Brown, but I also don't. I'm like you, Queen Sharon. I'm a big fan of Bow Wow. Bow Wow was who he was, and I'm a big fan of Nick Cannon. And I think that there's no really facts to back this up. So I guess this is something that's not proven. So Orlando Brown don't really have no merit, and then he has a reputation of doing this. He said he fucked Raven Simone. Raven Simone said that was a lie. So he has this reputation of saying and doing outrageous things. But I don't want to throw our black brother away, because if it is truly something mental, then it's something that he really cannot help. And then this is the last thing I want to say. I do know that Jo Marie Payton, who is the grandmama's voice on the Proud Family, she plays Sugar Mama. They was just at a Disney conference, and they was just having a conversation about allowing Orlando Brown to reprise his character of Sticky on the Proud Family. And, he was doing the work. He was going to church. He was baptized, all the other things I said Kel Mitchell was. And now he's back on the deep end. So because they was advocating for him, with him being a wild card the way he is, maybe it's not best for him to go back to the Disney Channel right now because of these wild things that he say. He's kind of a liability right now, but I don't want to say he's lying, but I also don't want to believe this without there being any proof. So I'm gonna say allegedly, like Queen Sharon, but something ain't right in the water. Something ain't right.
Well, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's too many accusations that are coming out about this happening, that happening, and there's no way really of us to know. So all we can sit there and say, and the thing is, also keep in mind that we're not saying that if something did happen between Bow Wow and Orlando, that then Bow Wow, something's wrong with you and you should be, no, living your truth, whatever it may be. But, also, if it is something that is going on or happened between Bow Wow and Orlando, it's pretty fucked up that Orlando would out Bow Wow like that. Now, I am against outing people and outing niggas. I don't think that's the way to move. Orlando may be doing something to get attention. We don't know. However, everybody that's in this situation, we sincerely hope that y'all, whatever endeavors that you're doing, that they go well. Whatever you're struggling with, that you get through, and protect your mental health. 100% protect your mental health. So on that note, you guys, that was our last topic for the episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Gag on it with Queen Sharon and Jameer. You guys make sure that you follow us. You can follow me on IG at Royal Queen Sharon. You can also follow me on Bigo. My Bigo ID is Queen Sharon. Okay, and then I have my show Hot Off the Press every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Jameer.
Yes, and then you can also follow me on Instagram at Jameer, JERMIR 3_. You can follow As the Culture Turns on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can catch our Gag On It content. And then you can also check out my other podcast, As the Culture Turns, as well. That's a little bit more, political than this show, but we go there on this show as well, and I just want to make sure that y'all stay tuned. Y'all keep rocking with us. This is episode 3. Thank y'all so much. We'll continue to cover these type of stories and do what we got to do to make sure that we continue to make the show grow. So follow us and make sure you subscribe to get the exclusive content.
Right. And remember, as always, Queen of the Mess Report, we cover the mess so you don't have to stress. That's all. Bye, guys.